All right, we are live. So, everybody, I know this is an unannounced live. Well, we are live here, and we have Tory Westhoff with us, and she has actually written a lot of books for a lot of locations, and these books are made to be in these locations and to help us with our investigations. And I'm up here on the second floor at Edinburgh Manor, as you can probably maybe figure that out. And so we're going to have some names being said in a little bit. I'm waiting for my friend Abby to come back into the manor. I'm actually in the manor by myself. Uh, so have your fun with me. I just heard a knock door at the end of the hall. And it's not good when you're on the second floor and you have the RTC going on the first floor. And no
What are
one's in the
what are
RTC
you
box is going um, on the first floor. No one's in here.
what are you live on? I'll share it out.
So I'm on YouTube, the MGS Paranormal YouTube channel, which is MGS Paranormal YouTube.com/ at MGS Paranormal 4258. And
YouTube.
then it's a long name, sorry. And then I'm on Paranormal Brews Facebook page. And then I'm on BB3 TV's YouTube channel.
I'm typing one-handed because I'm on my phone.
No worries.
There we go. Look, I see myself.
There you are. There's Denise. We got Denise in. How you doing, Denise? So this is kind of like a pop-up live, Denise. I was supposed to kind of get it scheduled, but I kind of lost track of time. And I started thinking about I'm like, when we were in the basement, I'm like, hey, let's get the book. We are using the book a little bit last night,
Hmm.
but I said, like, Saturday night, yes, gotta have it live. So um, we're going to get the book up here soon, and she's going to be going through some names. So hopefully um, things start cracking up here.
Let's get it cracking.
It's been wild.
I can
Day,
imagine.
Daytime was nuts. Even through the tour we had that Cat gave us for about an hour and a half. I mean, I'm just hearing footsteps.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my volume up all the way.
You hearing the knocks?
Maybe I need my headphones. I don't have my headphones in.
Uh,
I'm not hearing it.
it's slight, but it's
I bet I'll hear it on the replay.
probably. Can you make some more knocks? Can you run?
Hi, Leah. I'm on my phone, so I'm kind of looking back and forth.
Oh, yeah. I'm just kind of going back. I'm sitting directly like in the middle of the floor, so right by the staircase. I knock on the other end. It's like you're playing cat and mouse. Hey, Leah.
Yes.
It's driving me nuts. Anyhow, so Tori, do you want to give the story about how you started to write the book for Edinburgh Manor? So we get
Yes.
the Abby up here when she can start talking about the names.
Yes. Actually, the idea of Edinburgh Manor, we all say it different. Sometimes I say it different in the same show.
Yeah,
Like
I do
whatever
too.
it's called.
I
Whatever
get my
it's called.
tongue tied, so I don't sound very good.
I don't either. I don't either. So really, the story for the book started. Gosh, I don't even remember what year I wrote my first book, but uh, I had written a book with Josh Hurd on Malvern Manor because I had met Josh Hurd back in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and I had asked him how many people have died in the building, and he's like, you know what, I honestly don't know, because I knew that it had been a nursing home, and I knew that it had been a hotel, and of course, there's stories that kind of travel through the decades that kind of hang out and get retold, but
Mm-hmm.
he was like, you know what, I honestly don't know. So I'm kind of a nerd, and so I started doing research on Malvern Manor. That book was completed, and I want to say there's over 200 deaths that I found for Malvern. So
Yes.
while we were doing a book signing slash we were selling the book, it was like one of the first opportunities that the book had become available.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I met Kat at Malvern. She was at that event, and she had walked up to me and she said, I wish somebody would do this for Edinburgh. And I'm like, you know what? Like at that point, like after I had done Malvern, having an like turning it into a book series was not on my radar.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't even think about it, and I'm like, you know what? If I did one, like I can do more. So that is actually how We Are Edinburgh Banner was born, was because of Kat. Kat is the one that suggested it, 100%.
Wow.
So I dove into the research for Edinburgh, and um, I have to go through my um, publisher's copy here because I'm a bad author and I don't have a copy of my own book. But
Hey, they're selling though. That's the thing, and that's what you want.
yeah, yeah, I love that people love them. I love that people love them, and I am a huge fan of memorializing the dead, and I really enjoy the fact that people enjoy reading the history and reading the stories, and that they find them useful and helpful, and that it facilitates communication, because that was my goal to begin with.
Right.
And I always try to find the resident spirits. I have found some, and some of them I have not. um, I don't think I found any of Edinburgh's.
Okay.
But mm, I was trying to find, I usually put how many deaths I have found, like in the beginning here. I'm trying too hard to find it, and that's the problem. But I want to say there was like 300, just under 300, maybe something like that, in Edinburgh. And also, like, I also want to point out that the deaths that I find in these books, that is in no way, shape, or form a complete list. I don't think that I'll
Right.
ever be able to find a complete list. I think it's maybe the lion's share of that, but Um,
Right.
as always, if anybody finds a death that occurred on property, um, just send that information to me, and I will give you credit in a book when I revamp them, if I get enough. If I get enough to facilitate, you know, making an insert or something, then I will do that. And I give people credit for their finds.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So far, I mean, there's the cemetery that's down the road here, but I talked to Kat last night about it and said that it doesn't pertain to here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm like, well, it may not pertain to here, but I think some of them come over here,
Mm-hmm. I
and
mean, that
then
would
just,
make sense.
I mean, we walked it last night, late last night. We're talking like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
So she said that
adventuring.
yeah, Yeah, she said that yeah we could go through at night because in the state of Wisconsin we cannot walk cemeteries at night.
Mm-hmm.
They'll fine us about $350 for doing so. So I don't think Iowa actually has a law like that here.
Kansas does for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah,
Well, I would imagine so with all the tornadoes that've been through there and
yeah,
how many deaths have been there. Yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy. So, but yeah, they're
I will
they
say
must go.
that because of Edinburgh Manor, the book, We Are Edinburgh Manor, that is where I first learned about poor farms and what they were used
Mhm,
for. And um, that is where I fell in love with poor farms and telling the stories. We are Randolph County Infirmary. Randolph County Infirmary is also another poor farm.
mhm.
I then did research on our own poor farm in the county that I'm from. And
Okay,
I donated that research to the local historical society so that they would have it.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Walk just go through its threshold here. I'm in the women's side, second level.
I'm trying to see if, well, I was trying to see if the comments like auto like load on here because I was going to
Hmm.
answer them as they came if they did, but I don't think anybody's asking any questions yet.
Nope, not yet. We have a few people in right now. I'm actually in the blue room. I must be
That
waiting. I'm upstairs yet. Yep, they just got back
That
in.
when I first visited Edinburgh last November, I want to say,
Hmm.
um, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I will say
Yeah,
that.
12,000 square feet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, and it's very twisty, turny,
Hmm.
and it's really cool. Like it's really cool. I strongly encourage everyone to go visit and have an investigation there because it was active too. I mean, it was pretty active for me when I was there.
This is crazy. It smells like chocolate in here.
Smells like chocolate.
Chocolate. Like milk chocolate.
Well, at least it didn't smell like a ghost toot.
Yeah, right?
I mean, it could be worse.
Oh, yeah, it could be worse. It's just strange. I didn't smell that before. That's a phantom smell that I have a history of catching phantom smells a lot.
Like I want to say when I was there down like by the dining hall area, like
Hmm.
I smelled bread.
Yeah.
I wanted to say I smelled bread.
They did actually fix one of two of the fans down there now.
Oh yeah, does the hanging one is it still there? The one with
One of
the
them's still hanging, yep, with the fans down, but Cat fixed the
yeah.
other one, put some new fins on. So, um, but in here with the coffin in here, they actually scared a group out here once when they heard that squeak of that going down and slamming back up.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's kind of interesting in here right now. But did you ever sit in one of these things?
I didn't. I didn't.
Okay.
I should have.
I did yesterday. It wasn't too bad, but it's hard on the back because I actually sat right where the faucets are.
Oh, I bet those
So
dug in your back.
yeah, yeah, it was. But I didn't want to have my back to the door,
I don't blame you.
even though people were in there. Still, not my fear.
We got a lot of activity down in the boiler room.
See, that's my room that I um, kind of freaks me out.
I can see why. It's intimidating down there, I'm not gonna lie.
Um, can you slam some of these doors for us, if possible? Make me scatter, which truly, if you're a paranormal investigator, you don't scatter when something slams in front of you.
Unless you're Tory.
Well, we had poker chips downstairs in the basement being thrown.
Really?
Yep. We don't know who's doing that, but through the RTC box, the spirit they named Ghosty, um, it's been screaming since Cat was here. It screams through the RTC box.
Now, I don't know how many people are watching.
Um, two. Looks like two.
I could have sworn when you started walking down that hallway and you put your light, I could have swore I saw a shadow person down at the end. But I'm also looking on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
and it may not have been what I thought it was.
Yeah, we got three
Or,
people. They're all downstairs yet, so nobody has come up here on me.
hmm.
So we were down this way. Are you talking in the woman's half?
Turn around. Down there
Or
by that door.
oop, stepped on a toy. Right here.
Yeah. I could have swore I saw one. But like I said, I'm also viewing on my phone, so I don't
Yep.
know that I saw what I think I saw.
No, I get you. I get you.
Now I'm looking at my computer screen because I have you pulled up on my computer too.
I might echo. I just heard a voice
Oh,
in here.
I have the volume turned all the way down.
Okay. Well, no, I just heard a voice in here. We've been getting a lot of voices. I mean, doppelganger voices through the boxes, and it's been crazy. Well, head downstairs here.
Hi, Greg.
Hello, welcome to the live. It's kind of a pop-up live. Um, trying to get as many lives as
Sorry.
possible here.
Sorry if you hear my kiddo's iPad in the background.
Oh, that's right. So what's going on?
We're playing challenges.
Challenges, okay.
Second floor.
Challenges.
Yeah, they're doing challenges.
We're doing some challenges. We don't know Wayne's challenge yet. So mine, they're gonna hide this duck somewhere on the second floor. I have to go look for it with the night vision camera.
And no light.
No light. And then Abby is gonna be in which room is it? Where
203.
Okay, that's upstairs by me.
She's gonna see if she can get her foot.
Okay. You got that book? All right. Well,
But we don't know Wayne's challenge. We're thinking
We broke his in the
up,
same lane.
up on the second floor somewhere.
so we're doing all second floor?
Yeah, so we're all gonna do like the challenge at the same time. I'll be looking for the duck while she's
Okay.
in the room, but we don't know what Wayne's.
You want us all on the second floor at the same time?
That's gonna be a little. I think we should. What was that?
The water bottle.
Oh, okay. So I think what we should do is, in my own opinion, is be separated. Like one on the second, one on the first. Obviously, don't. No one should go in the basement by themselves right now because the way how things are ramping up pretty bad. So, just in my opinion.
Yeah.
So can I grab her for a while and we're gonna run the live
Yeah.
and do the names and then
Oh,
Yeah.
because
I'll do something down here.
Okay.
yeah, I don't know how much time Tory has. So, all right.
Are you cool if I just kind of go through randomly, or is there?
Yep, you
order
go
we
through
go?
random names.
Okay.
That's kind of how Kat does it, correct?
Sometimes she just reads from front to back.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So she's seen some shadow people up here while I've been up here.
I think I did.
Is it raining outside?
Nope, just lightning.
Lightning.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, is there a chair?
I'm good.
Oh,
That's
maybe
just
good.
the creepy dog.
Well, here's
there.
200.
Okay.
Do you want to sit in there?
Give me a
Hi,
different.
Kim.
Wouldn't be able- If I talk loud enough.
Yeah. Hey, Kim. So my friend Abby here, she's gonna be reading from the book and reading the names through the book, And we have Tory here on live because she is the creator of the book. And what's the best thing to do is have the creator on live.
I don't
So,
know.
oh, I think so.
What if I start, like, what if it prompts crazy activity? Oh, I guess that's what you're there for, really. So,
Well, we're paranormal investigators.
truth.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Truth.
So, all right. She's going to start reading the names. She's going to read them out as loud as she can. Not screaming, but.
Oh boy. And for any mispronunciation, I already apologize. I have a feeling that'll come up. Ada Rome.
Do we have an Ada up here? Knock if we have an Ada or tap. Okay.
Adeline Woods.
Got a Miss Woods up here. Feel free to say here or tap. Okay.
Adelbert E. Chase.
You can probably go a little faster.
All right. Delia Slagle.
Slagle sounds interesting.
Albert Van Slyke.
Any connection to Andy Van Slyke?
Albert Modica. Alva Holcomb. Amanda Hammer.
I bet you she got made fun of that name.
Amanda Leslie. Amos Roberts.
A lot of times they say a two-person first and last names, but they're both first names are very mischievous people.
Andrew Kelly.
Does that make sense to you, Tori?
Mm-hmm. It does.
Andrew Like. Ann Jameson. Anna Carpenter.
A lot of Annas.
Anna Starry.
Wow.
Antonio Soba. Archie McGowan. A.T. Post.
I wish I could have found more on him.
AJ Post.
AT Post, yeah.
So what's the story with him?
His name was listed on Poor Farm documents, but there
Okay.
was no records found other than the Poor Farm documents. He died in 1891.
Okay.
So there was no newspaper article or anything for him.
Interesting.
Or, I mean, it could have been a her too. I mean, typically the males are the ones that went by their first and middle initial.
Right.
Typically.
She found somebody down when we were down in the basement that was let's see, he died at 75 and what was it,
86.
1886 and he died at 75.
Dang.
I'm like, that dude's almost 200 or if not over 200 right now.
Yeah.
He
That'd be a freaky spirit to walk into.
passed
Right.
away tomorrow in 1886.
Oh, so she said she passed away tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, she was trying to find the dates for this month. That's like who's all passed for
Yeah.
September.
Which in the back, there's indexes that put him in order of month of death.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, like in the very back, because you'll have indexes that put him in alphabetical order by last name, that put him in order by month of death and year of death.
Interesting.
Just for that very reason, so it's easier to find. That's why I did.
Right. Oh, I
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
How about Aubrey Appleby?
Hey, is that Applebee's how I was born?
August Lease.
I could go on with so many of these names. I know. So many dad jokes.
And that's another one I wish I could have found more on. It's the same as AT Post. It was just listed on Poor Farm Documents.
Hmm.
Greg, he's at Edinburgh Manor.
Yep, Edinburgh Manor. Sorry. Usually I repeat myself, but I'm kind of intrigued on both sides here, waiting for something to.
You're fine.
Our friend, the basement maintenance man.
Who's that? You got a name?
No.
No.
And the
No,
maintenance
that
room was.
was one of the resident spirit sheets.
Okay. Now that basement there, like she was talking about the maintenance area, that has been funky.
Oh, I bet.
He's got chairs in there. One's padded. Are they both padded, or is it just the one?
Just the one.
Just the one's padded, and nobody has ever been in there before. The seat was freaking warm as all get out. Like someone was just sitting on it.
Wow.
And now the last two times I went back in there, it's been ice cold.
Wow.
So that's interesting. Is he like just sitting there watching us
Maybe.
or listening?
He's observing.
Right. Now this night too has kind of been more active today.
Yeah.
So
Benjamin Starks.
Starks. That's a good last name.
Bernard Lloyd. Bernice Allen.
You know if like any of these people that have died like are have any connections to like anything politically? Like political figures?
That I don't know. If they are, it will be in the interesting news section. It's hard because I've written so many books now that all the names kind of
Mesh.
intertwine. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
What are you working on currently?
Um, I finished We Are Asylum 49 Part 1, the adult version, a couple of months ago.
Do
So
I
I've
want to
kind of
know?
do what?
What did you put in here to make an adult version?
Oh, no, Asylum 49, over 1,200 people died there. So I have to split it into parts. And so I
Oh,
have a children's book. So that's all of the children that died at Asylum 49 is one book. So the adult portion, I have part one, and I have three more parts to do for that
interesting.
one. Yeah.
Very interesting. All right. Want to continue with the names?
Betsy Conlon
Betsy, are you here?
or Bridget Moore.
That sounds like a model name.
Brittany Ann Salles.
I'm looking in the indexes to see the September deaths.
Uh,
C. Burgess Carell.
these names are funky.
Yeah.
Alvin.
You can definitely tell when they're like 1800 names versus
Yeah.
like
1940 names.
right.
I think
Carl.
the weirdest name that I've come across, a common name was Nimrod. People,
Boy, I would not want to have that name.
right,
Oh,
right.
that would be murder in high school. Holy crap.
Yeah. I was like, I was shocked. Nimrod.
Carl Olbeck.
Jesus.
I don't think there's any Nimrods in Edinburgh, but I know there's one in at least one in Randolph County Infirmary.
That's a place I have not been to yet.
I haven't either, and I want to.
Ashmore Estates, I haven't been there either. Maybe
That's on the docket for next year for me in June.
there you go, Ashmore Estates.
And
I
I
got to get
am
my Melbourne Manor book back from Lori from the museum. She's got it.
and I may or may not be looking into Ashmore Estates.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel like anybody is surprised.
Why is that?
Just because it's an old poor farm. So I don't think anybody's surprised that I would be looking into it.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, it's kind of funny that I brought up the Winnebago mental institution in Oshkosh. It's got a cemetery that dates back to 1872.
Really?
Yep, yep.
Is
It's a
that a
hit.
venue that people can rent or no? Like
Not right now. No, it's still in service.
oh,
Yeah, we're waiting. I'm waiting for it to go under. It's not, very well kept up and all that stuff. So it's, but in that cemetery alone, it's like you go in that lot. It
mm-hmm,
just looks like a lot, a grass lot, and
mm-hmm.
in the middle it has the flag, and then you have the markers on the ground that barely are visible because they're being sunken into the ground. In that whole lot, there's 850 people. Yeah, and
Kim,
there's
I'm so
children.
excited for Ashmore. Sorry.
Oh no, I would be too. I would
I'm
be too.
excited. And Kim, like if I'm remembering correctly, Kim and her partner, her investigation partner, I believe they're the ones that had that doll jump off the shelf at Malvern.
Oh,
And they
her and
have that,
Allison.
I think so.
Yeah,
It was
Allison.
like
Yep.
it was epic.
It was
Like
the
it was
scream
so
heard
epic.
around the world. That's what
Oh,
that was.
I was pretty sure it was them.
Yeah, it was them. That was a couple years ago now.
It's still epic.
I watched that one live happening too.
Yeah, I was really surprised. And the fact that they caught it on camera was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Kim, I must meet you someday. Well, if
Well,
you
you
want
got
to
to go
meet
to
me, I
Melbourne
guess
with her.
I can't force her to, but
What you got going for next for names?
oh, I'm
Catherine
sorry.
Farrell.
Oh no, 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 that's fine. I'm just.
So casual. Catherine Rosencrantz. Charles Barnes.
Is there a name that jumps out at you?
Charles
Not so
Gurney.
far.
Charles Hemstreet. Levy.
Lady, is that it?
Lavey. Levy. Charles
Levy,
Levy. Sorry.
Charles Levy.
Charles part
Okay,
was over here. Sorry.
a lot of Charles.
Charles Pagoris.
That must be like a 1920s name.
Yep. Charles Potts.
Which is funny because you know what my middle name is? Charles.
Charles. Charles Schlimmer. Oh, now we're getting into it. Chauncey Gilbert.
Chauncey. That's a unique name.
Chris Dinkloser.
What? Did you say dick closure? Oh,
Dinklaugr.
dink closure. I thought she said dick closure.
I mean,
Snack Lodge.
Snack Lodge.
S-N-A-C-H. Snack Lodge.
Well, this is not called Snatch.
And no thank you.
Well, we're not done yet. It could be.
Darby Durkin or Durkin. The other one.
Ooh, Darby. That's a unique name again.
David Dean.
Two first names.
David Miller.
Hmm.
Dora Bailey.
what was that?
Dor Bailey.
Dora Bailey.
No, that sound.
Oh, that's the RTC box downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything echoes around here.
Doyle Day.
I keep watching that blue light in the back, waiting for something to cross it. I haven't
Oh,
seen
this over
anything yet.
here.
No, to your left. But, it's well, you can see it when you're looking at her,
Oh yeah, that's the.
like way back in the back. Oh no, it's a light on the wall. Never mind.
Yeah.
That purple light or whatever.
Oh,
The
that's
flashlight.
my. Yeah, the purple light is my laser grid.
It's funny because when you don't have the flashlight on it, it looks like it's way down the hall past her.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a little optical illusion.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I suppose it's in the doorways.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. You know me, I'm looking for different things to use different unique items.
man, Kim.
E.H. Williams. Ed
Oh, I
Picton.
heard a knock down the other end. That was loud.
Ed George Munsinger. Edward Fairley. Edwin Vaughn.
Hey Tom, how you doing? I know I haven't been live for a while, but we are live Monday night with Dimensional Encounters Paranormal. I have to say it because we are live, so I might as well say it. And Tory's got to come on soon. We'll get you live again for new stuff coming up. This live is strictly for the book for Edinburgh Manor, just so you know. Um,
I feel so special.
well, yeah, absolutely.
I
Not
was
much, not much, Tom.
I was
We're
asking Kim.
sorry.
I was asking Kim a question in the chat, so I didn't interrupt the names, but
Oh
um,
no. She could keep reading.
about Hauser and his Estes session by Rebecca's room.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Liza Taylor.
We heard Rebecca on a live.
Oh.
Did you?
Yeah, we heard her screaming. It was
That poor
crazy.
woman. I always
Elizabeth.
felt bad for Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca's the one that pulled her hair out.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth Jennett. Elizabeth Westcott.
So about 5 more minutes. So I'll have to end the live because my phone's about to die.
Oh, that's okay.
But I
Yeah.
don't want to keep you up too late because you've already been through a hell
It's
late.
been a long day. I think we were up at Garnett House until like 4 o'clock in the morning, something
Mm,
like that. And then we
yeah,
got up at 8, traveled home, been up all day. We did a festival, like I said, locally today. And yeah, we're all beat for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I'm sure you guys are too, honestly, because this is night two at Edinburgh for you.
We're doing pretty good. We got
How
a
have
little cat
you?
nap in.
I am curious. How is the book working for you? Do you find it useful and helpful?
I think the book, yeah, yes, I feel it's helpful. It's useful because when we were down in the basement, we had the RTC box that you heard earlier. She was naming off names and it was saying here, check,
Or like yes.
yes, I'm here. So it's helpful because they're recognizing their name.
I love it. And
So,
have you guys gotten names like over a spirit box or whatever and found the name in the book?
so Henry came through, and then was there who else? Well, we know that Jerry,
Jacob was said.
huh?
Jacob was said.
Jacob was said.
Or Jake. Both.
Jacob. Um, I know there's a few other names that have been coming through. It's like she read off like did you get like 3 names in, and all of a sudden there's a name right after it that came through.
Yeah, but it wasn't in here. It was just
But
like a new name.
yeah, it's like a new name, but it, you know, it's correlating as to what she's doing.
Yeah.
So, um, but
It
yeah, it's
it was a name
interesting.
that wasn't in the book.
No, it was a name not in the book. No,
You should
but
like whenever you get a minute, send me the name. I'll see if I can find it
okay.
because now I'm
Um,
curious.
well, I'll have to go through. Were we live on that?
We might have been running a camera. We can check ours.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what names were said, and
Yeah,
then I'll send them to you on Messenger.
yeah, that'd be
But
awesome.
yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's just been interesting today. I think we got more names today than we did yesterday.
I agree.
So, and they're out tonight. I mean, it's I think that I don't know. Would you say this place has its lull time or certain time it's like shuts down?
Would I say that?
Yeah.
Um,
Or
oop,
sorry,
there
that
you
was
go.
me.
That's okay. Like, what do you say that again?
Oh, Henry is in the cemetery for. Okay, that's what Kim was saying. Henry is in the cemetery. Yeah, we found Henry right away in the cemetery. Would you say that this place has a lull time? Like it's like a slow period and then it ramps back up again?
I would say so, but I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to it.
Okay.
And I think that like with any kind of spirit, and this is just my opinion, I don't have anything to back it up, but I like as far as the ebbs and flows of like the activity that you see throughout the buildings, I think it's solely dependent on like the energy that's presented before them, the people that they're interacting with. And, I do think that maybe, outside energy as well, I'm not
Hmm.
sure that I would go as far as like moon phases and stuff, but maybe, weather, like you guys are having lightning and storms, like maybe that plays a part into the environment and kind of like gets it charged or maybe gives some energy. So I think that there's a lot of variables in there that determine when those ebbs and flows are going to be. But I think every location has them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree, yeah.
'Cause I know Broadhead's got one that's
Yeah.
10:30 to midnight. Like that's or 12:30. Like that's every night.
Oh, wow.
So.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've never like a lot of the places that I've been to, like a lot of like a lot, McAteer, Garnett, Malvern. I've never found any rhyme or reason to it. I mean, it happens, but I don't. Um, but there, it's not like a specific time frame. Not that I've noticed anyway.
right. Right. It's so sporadic here. It's like it gets so hot, and then all of a sudden, bam! It cools off like real fast.
Oh, it was like we were dredging around in the Amazon last night at Garnett House. It was so bad. It was like you're wearing the air instead of breathing it. It was so hot and humid.
I believe it. I believe it.
It was, but once it did storm, a big storm came through. Once
Hmm.
the storm came through, and we had like some doors and windows open to kind of create like a breeze to go through, it cooled off and it helped a lot. But man, it was hot. I know you
I,
guys are probably roasting.
yeah, I see that yawning. You're ready to go.
Yeah, Tori's sleepy.
All right. Yeah. No, that's right. My hand's getting tired holding my phone too.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Well, I hope you guys have an amazing investigation. Thank you so much for the opportunity to come on and to interact with you and kind of get to see you use the book. And
Absolutely.
it makes my heart happy. I love it.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then definitely try to hopefully get my Melbourne Manor book back, and then do the same at Melbourne,
Yeah.
because these guys want to get to Melbourne as well. So
Well,
sometime
when
in the
you do go,
future.
let me know, and maybe I'll come
Okay.
if I'm available. Then I'll come. I'll meet you guys
Okay.
if you
Sounds
want me
good.
to. Like, don't feel obligated,
Sure. Oh
even
yeah.
if it's just for a
It's
dinner.
no. It's good. All right.
So, thank
Sounds
you so
good.
much. I appreciate you
You.
guys. Have a good night.
You too.
You too.
Take it easy and
All
get some
right,
sleep.
I will. Bye.
Bye.